Call to order the August 18th meeting of the Eastham Select Board. This meeting will be video recorded and broadcast over Local Access Channel 8 and through the town website at www.eastham-ma.gov. So we have to start off as usual with my joke, or lack thereof. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back?
Boomerang?
Well, that's a good one. A stick. All right. Before we go on anything else, that was bad. Well, what can I say? You think they're all bad, Jackie. Bob, I'm going to turn to Bob. Will you have some announcement to
Well,
make here?
we have a special guest tonight. Miss Alice Bernard has decided to join us, my little granddaughter of ripe old age of 7. Hi, Alice.
All right. Welcome, Alice. We're glad you're here. Okay. And if your dad says something you don't like, just go like this. Tell him that. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, on to anything from the board that's not on the agenda that they would like to raise? Nothing? Anything from the public?
I have one thing.
Oh, one quick, go ahead, Bob.
I understand last year, or it might have been the year before, Art did something with the FE group.
Yes.
And I talked with Suzanne a couple months ago about it, and it's just been turning over a little bit in my mind. What's our next move with that? What do we do?
Well, we can, Art he had a lunch, and Art was nice enough, he paid for all, but we, at the library, we could set up at the library, invite them. It's probably a good time, in September after we're through a lot of things, and we can, he purchased some sandwiches and things, and we just had a thing to say thank you. Thank you for beautifying Eastham.
We have a list of all the people, all the logistics.
Yeah, we
And
can get a
get
list.
the librarian.
Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
I will note that the schedule of the library is
Fills up.
it fills up. I would not just
And I think we did it on like a weekday.
it was like
Yeah, it was weekday.
It was like a Thursday, or it wasn't a weekend.
Yeah, so
So might be easier,
Are you
but
guys up for doing something like this again? Because I
Yeah.
could certainly take it, but September would be really tough for me to.
Well, so
I think,
October.
yeah. I don't
September
think
would
you-
also be tough for the library and everyone from F.
So October, I mean, it's a thing that we're just,
Are they
just a
around?
thank you.
most of the, I mean, they might they might not all be, but I'm sure, we'll see. I can call Frank and see
Yeah.
if he can poll how many people are still around in the beginning of October.
Well, I'll take the A on this if somebody.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Does anybody else want to be part of it, or? That's
I'll-
okay. No is okay.
I'll help you.
All right, Jerry.
All right.
I'll grab,
Okay.
I'll keep you informed of what I'm doing.
We'll help you, Bob.
Okay,
All right.
That's fine.
Mr. Carey, would you like to speak?
I would, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. A couple of things are on the agenda for the moderator. I just want to kind of circle back with a couple of things. First and foremost, we didn't have a real reboot from the 2 May town meetings, but I thought everything, or the spring town meetings, I should say, I think everything, the logistic purpose went well. I got a lot of feedback from fellow community people that people were happy with the protocol and the warrants and the paperwork that was provided. So I think everybody did a great job on that. And
As did you, Scott.
Well, thank you. And I again applaud Jackie and her staff for getting everything together. And you know, I know there was a lot of prep, especially for the second town meeting. There was a lot of emotion involved as well as so I appreciate the effort that everyone put on. So, and any feedback from that, you know, from the public or people at home, if they do have something that they found that could be improved upon, certainly would love to hear that. And we're always striving to do a better job. So, so I'll, you know, take any comments, or I'm assuming. The second thing I want to just kind of throw out there, it sort of caught me off guard that Steve Cole had moved away. It sort of happened kind of quick. And so I don't know if he and his wife are watching the Eastham Town meeting from New Hampshire, but if they are, I wanted to just publicly say thank you to Steve and many of the kindnesses when I took over as moderator, or when he didn't run and I won the election. He was great. And I think he was very He was just a good resource for me, and I certainly appreciate everything he did for me. So I just wanted to say that in public. Thirdly, as everyone at home and here knows, that the moderator does have a number of appointments to committees in the town. And I just wanted to let everyone know, and I believe it's in your packet, that Gergana Alexieva has resigned from the search committee because she's no longer an Eastham resident. So I wanted to publicly thank her for the work that she did. And so we are looking for, I think a lot of committees are looking for people, but there is an opening on the search committee, which will be a moderator's appointment. So if anyone at home or in the audience wants to jump on a committee, but you, young lady. And and that's opening. There will be a table. Cape Paradise will have a table at Windmill Weekend for the search committee. So if anybody is interested, we encourage you to jump on board, and we'll, we'd welcome you. So other than that, that's really what I had on my agenda. The final thing is for people at home. The fall is coming, and this is the time to get involved if you haven't in the past. We have the budget season. It'll be Jackie's swan song budget season, but we have there's a lot of the committees, a lot of things that come up at town meeting, warrant articles and zoning bylaws. This is the time to get involved, to get yourself educated, to understand, ask questions, concerns, both pro and con. So I encourage people to not wait until the warrant comes out in late April and get involved now. This is our town, and the more involvement, the more people we have putting their 2 cents in and working on these issues that face us, the better off we'll be. So
No doubt.
that's all I have. And the board has anything for me?
Thank you. No, you said something about Steve Cole. I just wanted to say one other thank you to Steve. Every time I'm at a town meeting and we press 1 or 2 rather than having people go around counting, I thank Steve, who was a big pusher to get electronic voting, which makes our lives all the town people in East End, our lives a lot easier. So,
True.
thanks for mentioning that, Scott.
Yeah,
and
you're very
thanks for
welcome.
coming.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anyone have anything? All right.
Great. Well, wish everybody a great rest of the summer, and a nice see you soon. And as I said, if anybody has anything for the moderator, I'm all ears. All right. Thanks very much, everybody.
Thanks a lot. Anyone else here have anything that's not on the agenda or online? I don't think there's anyone there. Okay, we will move on to the Rock Harbor mooring regulation update. Nick, you're up. You can stand or sit, whatever you would like. If you sit, make sure the green light's on.
Yes, Rock Harbor regulation updates. We would like to modify one of the regulations for commercial slip holders. We want to make sure that those with commercial slips are actively using them for their intended purpose, which is why we proposed a monetary requirement of gross sales. We also wanted to establish a 2-year grace period for those getting a slip to start up or expand their business out of Rock Harbor. And however, we don't want those that have a slip that then stop being commercial to keep having that slip, which is why we included the last bit about them forfeiting the slip if they do not maintain the commercial status.
Right, and that's a 2 years basically on forfeiting, right? After the initial 2 years, okay. So let's assume I'm a commercial fisherman and suddenly hit a point where it's time to retire, and I've got a slip and I still have my boat. And I'd like to use it. My grandkids like to go fishing, and I'll do it once in a while. What do I, as the current commercial slip holder, who no longer is commercial, what do I have to do to try and secure some slip, if possible, for my boat?
So go from commercial to residential.
Recreational, yeah.
Yes, excuse me, recreational. That would be tough because we would want to maintain a 25% of the commercial people being at Rock Harbor, and the South Docks have been specified for commercial usage. So I would recommend putting your name on the Rock Harbor wait list for the North Docks.
Okay, so you would, I would, just like anyone else who just came in, I would suddenly go on the wait list for a recreational slot at the Rock Harbor Docks.
If you so choose, we would like to keep the South Docks commercial only.
Yeah. So I would just try and apply like anyone else who just comes in. That's that.
Yeah.
I just trying to clear it so everyone who is not being negative here, just so everyone listening knows what this change will do for someone who retires or no longer.
Yes,
doing-
we have commercial people who do not meet the criteria after 2 years or a set time, they will be forfeiting the slip.
And that is a big change.
Yeah, that's a big thing. But Bob?
2 years, so if someone got injured and they couldn't fish that year, they don't lose the dock, they don't lose the slip.
No, we would consider hardship cases on a case-by-case basis. I believe that's in another
But how did you
regulation.
get the $10,000 number?
We would like to set a monetary limit. We already have a few commercial people, whether they're doing charters or fishing or aquaculture, that can clear that easily. We want to make sure that commercial business is a big part of their livelihood, and how they make their money.
And that's gross sales, so it's just
Yeah, I don't have the
Yeah.
context. That's probably the right number.
I think it's a very low number.
Okay.
If you're truly making a living in aquaculture or fishing, you should have a healthier balance than that.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
seed alone, some aquaculturists spend anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 on seed. every year.
Yes,
just
some
need for
some of
that.
our bigger grants can spend 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so-
Sounds good. Thank you.
But yeah.
Amy.
You mentioned something about the 25%, and that's of all the docks, right? The South docks are 25% of
No.
the total number, or? Because you
No,
said
it's
maintaining,
25% of the south dock.
No, I believe the South Docks are going to be designated commercial.
right, so
um,
they're 25% of the entire,
But it was my impression that that 25% would be met with the South Dock,
Oh,
and then
right, there's 34, 36, 30, 34 recreational vessel slips. So I just wanted to make sure when you said the 25% that you weren't talking just about the South docks, you're talking of the overall number, those. South
correct,
docks
not
are
25% of just the South Docks, 25% of all the
Great.
docks at
Rock Harbor Docks.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
You also, maybe you know it off of the top of your head and maybe you don't. If there is a wait list for commercial slips and about how long that list is.
There is, I think there's about 10 people on it, and we can't really give a timeline on when slips will open up.
Right.
So
About-
there is a wait list. For
There is
commercial.
a wait list. Yeah, it's a lot shorter than the recreational wait list, but there is still a wait list.
All right.
And those people on the wait list would be strictly commercial,
Right.
and then coming in.
And you have one other change as well, an add
That's
to,
mooring.
you can't live on, you can't.
Yeah, so we would like to modify and add a regulation to our mooring regulations about liveaboards. We would like to prohibit them in town waters. We would share the waters with Orleans, and we talked with the Orleans Harbor Master and are in agreement on it. There is no marine pump out stations on Town Cove, or I think the Rock Harbor, the big fishing vessels have to have a truck to come and pump them out. It's just too much, and
Right,
to preserve our natural resources of the waterways,
yeah.
it's easier to restrict liveaboards in town waters.
All right, do we have any other questions? Now, you need a vote on this to adopt. Do I have
sure.
a motion to
Yes, please.
adopt both? Do you want to do them separately or do you want?
Yeah, I think they're two separate.
Two separate?
resolutions,
Okay,
so, yeah.
we'll do two more, one on the rock, the change on Rock Harbor commercial slips, which would be A3E.
All right, I'll
Uh,
make a motion to update the Rock Harbor regulations. To update the current language in section A3E.
We have a second.
I second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
4-0. Now another motion to add, give me a second, I'll find the exact site. Add a section 3.13 to the mooring regulations concerning live-ins.
So moved?
So move to
So
prevent those,
I'll
okay.
second that.
Second it. Further discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? None. All right. On to the next item of the agenda. I think, Nick, you have the,
Thank you.
the,
Don't.
Hmm?
we-
I think you have the
Oh, yeah.
Something else?
next,
Mhm.
operation on the employee appointments of assistant harbor master, the deputy shellfish constable, and the animal control officer.
Yes, that would be for our new hire, Emily Dykstra, who we brought on at the start of the month.
And basically, in the summer, we want everyone to be cross deputized so that
Mm.
there's no disputes on who's allowed to do what.
Right now, we need a vote on this because this is a state requirement. It's not just an appointment of a staff. So, I tried to harass Emily about, well, you never know how we're gonna vote, but do I have a motion to appoint Emily Dykstra as Assistant Harbor Master, Deputy Shellfish Constable, and Animal Control Officer for the town of Eastham?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second? Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Welcome aboard, Emily. All right. Hopefully,
She can write tickets. She's
she can-
been
she-
aboard.
yeah, she's got, yeah, now she can write tickets.
She can enforce.
All right.
The fun part.
Welcome.
Thank
We're glad you're here and hopefully you enjoy it. It's a great town. All right,
Thank you.
thanks. We already had thanks.
You can
Nick,
both
Emily,
leave if you
You don't
want.
have to stay, but you can stay for this,
No,
you
they
know,
don't
this
have
You
to.
don't have to
exciting
stay.
meeting if you'd like.
Don't stay, guys.
I think I was on for the
Oh, the
Barnstable
dredge?
County Dredge
Yeah, we
Committee.
could- I mean, you don't all
what?
need to be here for that to approve, to.
Oh, no,
appoint
we're
the-
gonna, yeah.
Yeah, you don't
don't
need to
want
stay for that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. All right. Take care. Thanks. All right. Next, well, Scott already announced it, but we need to accept the resignation of Georgiana from the search committee since she has moved out of Eastham, sadly. It's part
Well,
of,
we don't need to do anything because it was Scott.
I think we do need to accept a resignation.
accept
we
a
need to
resignation.
accept the resignation.
I'll second it.
All right. Further discussion? Right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
She's still the Windmill Weekend.
Yeah, I know she is. We're gonna miss you,
Oh, good.
Georgiana. All right, committee appointments.
I'll make
We
a
have-
motion. Oh,
Quite a few of them and some of different people have been on it for Mary Beth Dyer for Council on Aging.
I'll make a motion to approve Mary Beth. She's very eager to get involved and look forward to seeing her at meetings.
All right, do we hear a second?
Second.
Second. Further discussion in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
4-0. Let's go to the Board of Assessors for Guy Tunnicliff as an alternate on the Board of Assessors. I don't know who. Did you-
I had an interview with him. He's a terrific guy and I will put forth the motion that we put him on the Board of Assessors as an alternate.
Second?
Second, any further discussion in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And we do have
Is
the
it?
official form.
We have the
It wasn't
form.
in your packet.
I
but we
have it
got
here.
All
We have it in front of
Appropriate
us.
signatures.
Mhm.
Let's see, what do we have? two for the Conservation Commission,
Woohoo.
which is, let me just say, Karen was here, was it last meeting, I think, and suddenly, boom, we have two people on.
Unbelievable.
Thank you, and people that must actually watch us, I guess.
It was,
that
there was, they did a.
Don't take too
uh,
much credit,
In the
Karen.
paper
Take too
too,
much
they did an
credit. This
article.
is great. Okay, Conservation Committee for Michael Bryan Rivers and Cinnamon Ann Swabble.
So I move that we approve Michael Rivers and Cinnamon Swabble to the Conservation Commission.
It's awesome.
And they're both newly retired, and Mike has a has a medical background, and yeah, I think he'll be a great addition. Seemed eager to learn new
Oh, he was
things.
the ophthalmologist, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to talk
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah. I think
You
you'd
know all
really
about
want to.
ophthalmologists.
And then Cinnamon works for Cape Associates for a really long time, and has been in Eastham for 30 years and has a background in property management and also very eager to learn. She attended a very quite the meeting and came with lots of questions, and so
Great.
she's also willing to learn, but also expressed a little bit of interest in the finance committee. So I'm just gonna tuck that in the back of all of our brains, in
Okay.
case it comes up. at
Now,
the-
did I have you made the
Yes,
motion,
seconded.
second, Amy second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of appointing Michael and Cinnamon to the Conservation Commission?
Aye.
4-0, unopposed. And finally, appointing Nicholas Saunders, who fortunately doesn't have to stay here for this, the Barnstable County Dredge Subcommittee. This is representing Eastham on that. It's the subcommittee. I'm in good shape today.
It's how the French say it.
Yeah, well, no, I spent 2 weeks
Sir.
watching grandchildren as they, as parents were school teachers having to be at school, and there's a reason at my age you're a grandparent, not a parent, but whatever the case.
I'll move the appointment.
Move the appointment from second from Bob. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Great,
It's
Nick.
for the county dredge,
For the
right?
county dredge,
Yes.
Barnstable County.
Subcommittee.
Dredge, yeah,
We're not reprising the committee.
Yes, thank you.
right. Okay, next on the agenda is the town manager search update. I believe that we've already completed the staff interviews.
Yes, we have.
Staff interviews have been done. We look forward to eventually getting us the summary on that.
You'll be happy to know that Mr. White has already completed a draft of the summaries.
Well, that's.
You should be getting that very shortly.
I'm very, very pleased. I think that the first part is taking a look at community interviews. Rick wanted to speak to up to 15 other community leaders, people who are involved in the town to try and get ideas on what their thoughts were for a town manager. And we need to try and give him some names of people so he can interview them to go for the next step after we receive the ideas from town staff. So Jackie included in our packet, which I can't find at the moment, the names. Here's some
Page
names.
34.
Some people, and I had asked Christine Mickle to come forward, if she could, to provide at least a name or two of parents of children who are really involved in the rec program, et cetera, because I think they have you want someone who's a parent, number one, and people who are involved, their children are involved in whatever we do at the town, and she's provided 2 names of individuals who would be willing to be interviewed by by Rick. So if we look at the list of individuals, here,
Then
I
you
don't,
have
kn-
it. You sh-
This is a fan favorite.
Yeah.
yeah, so we can, they're,
How do you want to?
I don't know, the names are here in the packet, so.
So we can make
they
this
are-
really easy.
We have 14 now.
Yeah.
And so pick one of the parents, I'd say.
Wait, there's 14 names?
Yes,
Oh,
there's 15 slots,
we
but
don't even have to
14
haggle.
names.
No, there's no
No.
haggling.
No haggling.
I don't like haggling.
I was familiar with the name Greta Perry. I remember her being involved with trying to set up a farmer's market years ago. And I've talked to her at Windmill Weekend,
Right,
just about things like that with the
so
town.
you think she would be an excellent person for
She
Rick to
seems
talk to?
well-spoken and involved and knows what's going on.
All right,
So
I don't have any, if you
second
want
her,
to, the names of individuals that are listed on, in the packet under possible community interview search that, and adding Greta Perry to that list. Do I hear, is that fine? Is there a motion?
Yes,
You move,
I
so moved.
don't know why I tried. I move that we approve the chart of people for the community interviews in addition to Greta Perry
Right.
as the interview people.
Now I have oh, sorry.
Well, we can make a motion and
Well,
then do we need to change the motion?
No.
Okay,
No.
okay,
Well-
second, all right, discussion
Fine.
time.
Question, if somebody can't do it or drops out,
Well, 15 was your maximum number.
Max, so I
So
think
I'd
you
say we
could
get
do okay
15.
without. The only other question that I wanted to raise was, would we want, and I don't know everyone on here, would we want at least one individual who is a part-time resident taxpayer for him to interview? Not anybody on the search, on the, selection committee, but to interview. And that was the only other thing that popped up in my mind.
I mean, we could have some discussion on that. I actually didn't think of that. I think it's probably a pretty good idea. It shows goodwill in a time when I think we probably could use some.
So we do have a few part-time residents who have volunteered for boards and committees. So, one of those would probably be a
Good
good
one,
one because
yes.
they'd be at least, they'd have some knowledge of town government and what a town manager does as opposed to,
Who's on the capital project? Steve?
Steve and Jonathan. He's a great
So
Great guy.
So he might be an interesting person to add, and I,
He was the treasurer of Aperta.
right, one of my
Interesting.
points if we want to keep it at 15, we're a little bit, that would push it over to add him, but I added a name that an individual I would like to be on the committee, not just necessarily interviewed, Patty Anderson. And I would think that we could not have her on and try and ask for her to be on the committee itself, that selection committee.
She still could be.
Yeah, you don't
Can we
need to.
both?
I don't think this
Hampton?
is, yeah, no, because she was on my list too. It didn't make the cut here on the paper, but she was on my
Everybody
list.
was,
too.
My only question to you guys is, are you going to be calling these people and asking them if Rick can contact them, or do you
I
want
already-
us to?
I already talked to my people.
Call
so-
them.
I have already asked minus Debbie.
Okay,
Yeah, I will call,
okay,
but I haven't done it yet.
and I know that,
And Teresa, but
Christine had talked with Greta, who said, yes, she would be willing. And I haven't talked to, Scott was here, I should have grabbed him, but Scott or Maura, I will contact them. One of them, not both, be on it. All right, so we have a motion I have a second. Oh, do we want to add?
Well, then we have to take somebody off, because with
Yeah.
Greta, it's 15. Unless well, I guess we could put Steve on as a 16th, and then if somebody else drops out that doesn't want to do it, like if you contact your people and they either don't want to do it or can't, you know. Is that
Well,
sound
I-
reasonable?
We can do that. It might, it sends a nice message to have Steve, to include Steve on, which I think
Agreed.
is important. And I don't really, I'm gonna push really hard for Patty to be on the committee.
Well, I
So-
agree.
so
And I will
maybe-
too.
b-
I
may-
will
I think you're
too.
gonna have to push too
Right,
hard.
but maybe we don't therefore have to have, she's gonna be talking to Rick all the
Yeah,
time.
but that's a different thing. That's a different,
Right.
it's developing a guide
understand.
or, you know,
Understand?
outline for what we want to see.
Do you
So I
think you would do 16 and we just don't go over 16?
I think we make a list of 16.
Okay.
Steve was
Well,
last.
He works for you
Yeah.
and, you know, his contract is 15. I'm sure he will do 16. And maybe he'll charge you an extra $5. I don't know.
So
I
would
wouldn't
think
worry about it.
somebody is not gonna be able to do. It. I mean, just,
Yeah.
you
All
know,
right.
do the math.
Okay, so let's, do I hear a new
Amended-
motion?
Amended motion.
Amended motion that we will add the
Nice.
the names listed.
I forget.
did you ask that person already?
No.
Oh, well, that's fine.
I'm
Stephen
gonna see
Jonathan,
him
you mean?
tomorrow.
Okay.
Another Stephen. Okay.
So we'll add Greta Perry and Stephen Jonathan to this list, making a total of 16 possible.
Right.
Yes.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second that.
All right. Any further discussion?
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None?
Okay, Debbie, you're first.
Okay, we did it. Thank you, Jackie, for putting that list together and all of you for submitting the names.
Do you need contact information for all of these people?
Erica has contact information for everybody,
Ooh,
everybody.
Oh, wonderful.
I have Greta's contact information
Yep.
I'll send to you.
Okay. Oh, Nathan
Garen,
Guerin.
it's Garen. Yeah. Do you want me to?
We don't have any contact info for him.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay.
Send it to Erica if you have
Okay.
it.
Yes,
All right.
it's,
Okay. The next thing on the agenda talks about the selection committee. And I don't know, I think our thoughts were no more than 7, between 5 and 7. I think 7's a good number because people can be absent. Do we want to? Would you like to do the same thing that we did on these interviews and submit some names and then we'll September 8th may be a long meeting, but we can look at it on September 8th and hopefully
And he'll have done all the.
he'll have done all the
interviews
interviews
by then, so.
September 8th, so we can get moving on that. That sound good? So submit to you, Jackie, would that be all right?
That would be good, yeah.
And
Because
so-
I actually think that a couple of you submitted names for that purpose more
Right.
than for.
yeah, mine has overlap for sure.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'm happy with some of
So
the
that's
other
one-
overlap.
So that's for our agenda.
And
on
you want
September.
we decided on 7, I guess, last
I
time?
think
remember that.
everybody seems to recommend 7, but you
Seems
can,
like a big group to try to wrangle all in one room.
So one of the other questions was if we wanted us select board members to sit on
Right.
it and if we wanted 1 or 2 select board members to sit on it. So I don't know if that
well,
contributes to whether or not you say 5 or 7, or maybe it just depends on
Right.
how many people we end up agreeing on.
No, I think it's a good point. We should probably, in my opinion, we should decide that before we start throwing out names.
whether or not the select, okay, my,
When you look at at all the committees and their component and the people that make them up, there's always one person from one one group, one fisherman, one. And so this is commonplace before they start, finding people to actually sit on these committees. So
Right.
I just think this is the status quo. This is the norm.
Yeah, might as well, let's talk about whether one of us or two of us sit on the committee.
Oh, my dear God.
I have no, would sit on, I'm a lawyer. I was not exempt from jury duty in Virginia. And so I've sat on juries in Virginia. They find out I'm a lawyer. Oh, you have to be the chair. And with the foreman, I said, no, I don't want to do that because all they would do is look at me. And I think that having a member of the select board on that committee would tend to, now maybe you want that, but would tend to steer
Sway,
that
yes.
committee towards whatever the select board member wants. And I don't know whether
You get to vote on it.
we get,
at
at the end,
anyway.
we vote, we can
So-
say yes or no. So I'm not,
I don't super
Yeah,
remember
don't-
what the, like, I don't
Good.
super remember the rationale for having a member of the select board on it or not, but
I mean, he just threw it out there that.
he
it's a
threw, yeah, I
possibility.
think some people are on it. I think even the attorney mentioned that sometimes they
so-
have it, yeah. Some towns do that. Other towns don't. I'm not, so I tend to, I won't, not gonna fall on my sword for it. The last thing I want to be is on on that committee. But I'll go any way anyone wants to, but I just don't think it makes any, I think I would prefer not having one of us on that committee. Suzanne?
So I think that I'm trying to think of, I can't remember whether the board had someone on the selection committee when I don't think we did. So there was no select board member. And I guess my perception is, it's not necessarily that the board member would try and control the panel, but the perception in the community would
Yes.
be
uh,
that the
That's-
select board is trying to
Okay.
That's
control.
true.
that's fine. Can we also wait to make that final decision when Jamie's here?
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay, just,
Yeah, well, that's gonna, yeah, we're gonna have that a fuller
we'll-
discussion on September 8th, and hopefully we'll have some, but still
We
submit
having
some.
dinner served?
Dinner,
September
the
8th.
September 8th could be a long meeting, and that's the way life goes.
is it?
That's the RTE.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be a longer meeting, probably.
Bring out the licorice. Jim.
Yeah, we need snacks.
So we're set. So submit some, I'll get a hold of Jamie as well. Submit some names to Jackie, and we'll be ready to roll.
in which case 5 seems more fine.
Okay, but
That's
submit.
what I'm leaning.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
we-
fine. All right, I understand.
It was more that like, if it was 7 and you had a select board person and you have people who are maybe new to committee work, they can help.
Mhm.
Manage.
Yeah.
But there will be
So
staff to support this
we will,
committee.
yes, we're gonna have one,
You know,
yes,
Rick and you have staff, yeah.
staff, yeah.
So
Okay.
I follow your thinking and I think it makes sense. This is a question, not a suggestion. Would we, after having the selection committee do their thing, we're gonna need some type of a chair for that committee, correct?
Mhm.
So how would that work? And, I'm thinking that maybe we anoint somebody.
Anoint somebody as
That's
the
what
chair.
Michelle-
I hadn't even.
Michelle suggested that we could appoint somebody to
And
be the
it's-
Search
Chair.
committee?
right.
The.
Well, I was thinking the selection
Selecting.
The
committee.
selection
Selection.
committee, yeah.
While we're not on the committee, we have.
We appoint the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah, that's fine. So we have to think, we'll
Someone
think
we
on
know
that.
has good skills in
Somebody's-
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to running the meeting. Bob Sheldon taught me a long time ago, you don't have to be the smartest guy in the room
No.
to be the chair.
Look at me, right?
Like
It
herding
fits.
cats.
but
All right.
it's the,
Okay.
So,
So, and we'll submit the names that you would like. we can go 5 or 7 whenever we just, on September 8th, what the decision
Decide.
is, and we will then go through on the names. But I understand that there seems to be so Jamie knows as well, kind of a move towards not 7, but 5.
Oh, yes, Bob.
I was just gonna say, what, on the zoning board, we had 5 with 2 alternates. So we always ask the alternates to attend, and we always ask the alternates for their opinions. And so in that setting, with that, you know, subject matter.
I think it's such a short-lived,
7 worked well. So if we go 7, it's not impossible.
No,
It's not impossible, yeah, it's not impossible, and 5 works as well, as there are 5 here of us. Yes, Suzanne.
I was wondering how people felt about the including a previous staff person, someone who had previously worked for the town, and then some of the advice that we had gotten regarding current committee members or current employees. I mean, current employees is a no, is a
Right,
solid no.
yes, No.
But we do have on this list some people who are current committee members that I think
Right.
we have interest in having on the
right?
Right.
on the selection committee. And is that the answer to my question, I guess?
Yeah, I do think it's not a negative if you're on a committee to be on this, but I do think it probably would behoove us to try and at least get one person who's not currently sitting on a committee.
More than
Or a
one.
former
More than at
employee,
least, or,
such as Deb.
yeah. All right, we're,
Okay.
we're ready, we'll be ready to roll on a lot of things next meeting. Okay.
okay.
Next on the agenda, Lower Cape TV, and Jackie, I think you would have something in the packet on that, so I'll turn to you to lead that discussion initially.
Yeah, basically, not to make a major thing out of this, but there was an article in the Chronicle. I think it was the Chronicle. Is that the Chatham Harwich? I mean, yeah. So basically, we have not received any notice, but we've heard through the grapevine that, that Lower Cape TV has eliminated staff positions and gone through a restructuring. But however, we have not received any notice of that from the board or from the executive director or from anyone. So we're just concerned about that and want to reach out. And before we reach out, I wanted you to be aware of the situation. The 4 town managers or the 5 town managers would like to send a letter to the Board of Lower Cape TV, just basically saying, we're concerned about this. Can we have a meeting and just talk through what the implications are? How are you covering the towns and the communication that you're supposed to be doing for the towns? So that's sort of the short version of
Yeah,
my memo, but I did want you to, in the memo, to see what the arrangement, what the contractual arrangement is.
yeah, I mean, the town has been submitting funds to them,
Right.
and we want to see, okay, you're making big changes, what's happening, and where are you, the 5 towns?
Yeah, how are you covering?
I
the
think
five
that's a prudent way to move forward.
Yeah,
I don't think we need to vote on that. I think
No.
that you can,
it's a good idea.
yeah, it's a good idea, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted you to be aware of it. I don't like it when you read things in the newspaper and you haven't heard about it, nor did we particularly like reading it in the newspaper
Right,
and not having heard about it.
all right. Next on the agenda is preliminary annual goals discussion.
Oh, boy.
Look at all those completed.
I know, it's
It was
it's
better than I
amazing.
thought.
I know.
Better than you thought.
No, I was getting nervous and then I thought, no, it's
No,
actually better
this is
than I
great.
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I can say is that we've, the town has done, as far as our goals go, and I was not the chair at doing it, we've done a ton this year on reaching that, and wastewater being a big one, and, do we want to, another question is, do we want to look at the goals, go forward, what goals we want to change, goals we want to add? Do we want to try and do that? It would be good to move as quickly as possible, but Jamie's not here either, but maybe push it not to September 8th. Not on the 8th, but push it to the meeting after the 8th, which would be the 22nd.
So strategic planning plans to have their draft plan for us at that meeting. Possibly they'll be presenting it
Mhm.
On
the second September meeting, and they had expressed some desire or just that we could use it in our
Setting our own
goal
goals.
setting, yeah.
As you guys always have, that's why we started to set it up this way, right?
Okay,
Um,
That-
I think that's a great idea, to do it in the same meeting, because you get their presentation first, and I'm assuming that the town manager search is gonna make it to the goals, right? I mean,
think so?
What's the alternative?
Can add
They
that.
can't let you go?
The alternative is to kidnap Jackie and keep her, right?
Lock her
So
here.
that's it. But that's not the case.
Need a bunk room and showers then, or something.
Okay, so we'll push that off to September 22nd, Monday, September
Okay.
22nd meeting. All right. Next is the vote and sign. I have the agreement.
So just,
The Evergreen License Agreement. So we have here.
so just so you know, this is going to be a bit of a process because the Evergreen Cemetery is very precious to the town, and I don't know how to say, it's an antique.
Mhm.
It's an antique. And so even the deeds are antique. And so that's what we're doing, a license agreement so that we can sort of take over the operations and then try and do the transfer of the actual cemetery land at a later date once, because it's going to take our attorneys a while to sort out those deeds.
This is a very historic place, and this is an idea to try and shift over management for it, and then work on shifting over ownership. Bob?
What precipitated this?
Sure, Kathleen. Kathleen Fogg.
You can stand, Kathleen,
No,
or you can have a
just
seat,
microphone.
sit down. Oh, no. Stand there or come over, come to a mic, make sure the green light's on, have a seat.
There are people watching at home, so.
Is the green light on the
Yes.
mic? Okay, good. Go ahead, Kathleen.
What was the question again?
The question is, what precipitated the move on?
He is the
Evergreen
cemetery antique, but all of us who are running it are antique.
Okay. Well, I can,
We have been searching for people to take our place, to do what we've been doing, some of us for almost 30 years. It's a private cemetery right now. All of the plot owners, all of the people who buy plots are owners of their piece of the cemetery. Personally speaking, my husband has been the superintendent for many, many, many years. He's now unable to do the job, and I've been doing what he was doing along with being the president, which isn't doing much. But it's a beautiful place. We want to see it kept up as beautifully as we've tried all these years. We have a great group of people who have been so loyal and so helpful. And we have our meetings every year, and less people have been coming But we do still have so many people interested. During COVID, we sold so many plots and the money was flowing in, and that pays for the mowing and the upkeep of the cemetery, the electric bill for the pump house, and the plumber who turns on and off the water every year. And it's just getting beyond our
Hmm.
abilities anymore. And the town does not have a public cemetery, so we thought that would be a good thing for the town to have.
And of course, the town has been enjoying for many, many years having no responsibility over this lovely place and truly having for all of this time having volunteers do everything related to it, including, selling plots, opening graves, closing graves. It's a lot of work. So luckily for us, John Ruffley, our current superintendent, has managed a cemetery prior in his prior role as DPW. So we think that the DPW really can take this on. And so the license is basically just to allow us to take over operations. It won't change anything about the cemetery at all for now. We will keep everything exactly the same and just take over some of the day-to-day operations. And unlike this group of fabulous and dedicated volunteers, we actually have, a phone line that people can call and someone that's sitting by it every day. And so there are some things that will be much easier for us to do than for them to do.
Yeah, my husband has been taking the phone calls and Debbie has been taking the phone calls and
Great.
using email a lot. My husband's email died. I don't know if he killed it or if it just died. But he's not been getting the messages, so now they're getting transferred from Debbie and to Peter, and because his email isn't working, I'm getting the messages.
The
The other-
sign from God, Kathleen.
It is a sign from God. And
Fine.
I just love the cemetery. We go through, there's a lot of us who work for it who go through it all the time, making sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
Most of us have people in there. And I remember sitting at the selectmen's table when I was in your job. And Ken Collins, who was a wonderful Eastham person, looked at me and said, "Hey, do you want to come work for the cemetery?" And I didn't know how to say no to Ken, but that was about almost 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And the other thing is the money. We do have money. Debbie has the figures if you'd
Yeah.
like to hear them, that we will turn over to the town. And then all of the money coming in from the sale of the plots will go to the town from then on. So,
And I think in the license, it talks about setting up a separate revolving
Separate
account
fund
for
for
that.
it. Yes, it does.
so we would really appreciate if you would seriously consider signing, because we're pretty done.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Thank you.
And it took us a long time to get to this place.
And
Thank you,
So-
Ken.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Kathleen.
And for all you've done, and we'll look at this.
My pleasure.
Suzanne,
we have a cemetery commission, right? No.
No.
no,
Didn't we put it
Part of
together with the
it's part of
historic?
historic.
Yes.
Historic.
Because we need to have one. The state said we have to have one.
So yes, but we've split it up so that, and the state did accept our language, so our change in the regulations. So the cemetery commissioners disbanded. We have the historic commission, which will deal with the historic graves, of which we have quite a few, and they already are interested in that in the other cemeteries. So this will just be an additional, and the town will do all the maintenance, the sale of graves,
So we
Yeah.
don't need to, now that we disbanded the cemetery commission, reform one?
no.
No.
do not
Okay.
need to do
Would
that.
they take on
The new one. Yeah.
any of the duties? They would take on the duties that the cemetery, I don't really know what the cemetery commission does.
Yes.
So they're gonna be doing all the operations of
Okay.
maintaining the cemetery.
Okay.
The DPW. So the town will take that piece, and then the historic piece, anything that's related to like gravestones needing to be restored or damage to gravestones, the historic commission will do that piece.
So if you want to be involved or still involved with the cemetery, you can always go see
Yes.
them.
Well, it's also though, the trustees will still own,
Yeah, there's that, they will still be in business for a while.
right, that they still control the land because we haven't gone through all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're,
To say forever.
we will work through, the town will work through this, and I can tell you, going back on property records, going way back as far as this, is a morass. And it will take some time to get through it, and you have to do it correctly. You don't, you want to, if we're gonna transfer it, you want it done correctly. And this gives time, but also gives the town to maintain the cemetery as is. So that it'll be maintained as we go through this process. And so I'm in favor of it. Now, so I need a motion to accept the licensing agreement, to approve the license agreement between the town and Evergreen.
So moved.
Do I hear a
Second.
second? Second. Any further discussion? See, you convinced us, Kathleen. All in favor?
Aye.
I opposed, none, and we'll sign it right here, okay, tonight. Okay, well, that's,
So just one quick thing. You mentioned Ken Collins. Wasn't Jared on it for a while? on-
Yes, and
We convinced Jared
Yeah.
to become the third, become the third Collins. His
Wow.
dad was the president
Ah.
of the years, and his grandfather was the
Yeah.
president. So it's just kind of like we almost shamed him into it, so
Yeah.
for about 3
Oh,
years.
he was pretty excited about it.
and Jared was the person who first mentioned to me that the town really should step up.
yep. Okay, as soon as Amy signs, it's all done.
Thank you.
All done. Okay, well, thank you. The last item in this part of the agenda is Windmill Weekend Parade. I don't know, time is short.
Time is
I don't know
short.
if we want to do anything for the 1st of September on the parade or not. Um,
Well, I'm
It's
sure
not
Amy's
on-
dad will drive.
Is it
That's-
on the
That
first?
goes without saying.
but do we want to, it's out of this world. I have no,
Jamie really should.
Jamie's the one who should sadly,
This
she's
had
the
2
one.
pages to sign.
Who
Oh,
did?
two
Here,
pages.
I have a unveiling.
Any theme
of
ideas
The Windmill
for
Weekend.
out of this
theme.
world?
Okay,
This world.
out of this
The new
world.
t-shirts.
I like
New
it.
All right,
Buy online, go to the Windmill Weekend website.
all right. Thank
Anything
you.
Space related, wear your moon boots, Jerry,
I moved, yeah.
your tinfoil hats,
I-
whatever,
Tinfoil hat.
whatever you want.
I
I think
might-
tinfoil hats might be really good for us to. just-
Tinfoil, hat,
I
yeah.
missed one.
Well, we
Some
could,
People think that of
Oh,
us.
we have a hand up in the.
oh, way in the
Our
back,
Parade,
Mr.
yes. the
Chairman.
head of the
please
parade
come.
committee.
Have,
Go, Jimmy, please.
Jerry.
there are 2 mics. Come on. Oh, he's got one too. Another mod. All right. Oh, I got
Beverly
some.
Hobbs Parade Chair, 190 Sparrowhawk Lane. We convinced Gergana that we should have an alternative T-shirt. Dave has had a T-shirt that he gets a lot of compliments on,
Mhm.
and so I would like my husband to model.
Oh.
Okay, Dave.
Oh, I didn't know there was gonna be competition.
Oh, we're gonna go by competition.
Dave, we
Do
want to
your
see the
runway,
back.
do
Is there
your
a back?
runway, swag.
Is there anything on the back?
No, that's just Eastham, that's.
Oh, it's just East Ham.
These stamp?
Yeah,
Well, that's
Right.
good. That's direct.
Nice.
Yeah.
we
I
did,
didn't know there were options.
that's an alternative.
Okay.
And where can you get those?
You
They
can
have-
get it online. I
Online?
think they're gonna have them at Windmill Weekend.
They'll have them out there Windmill Weekend.
Yeah.
Do you have any parade theme advice for the board? Because we seem to be having trouble
Well,
this year.
I went to Chat GPT because I've got
Yeah.
no ideas. And they sent me 10. so I can.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
But
please.
if anyone is a beekeeper,
Yes.
Oh,
just suit up.
Out of this
hopefully it's
world.
not hot.
Why
Can look like a
remember
a
ET
spacesuit.
and then
Yeah,
or,
look like
I mean,
spacesuits.
you guys can just walk down or ride
I
down.
like the tinfoil hats.
We do have 2 bee suits.
Yeah. I have a hat, a bee hat.
Or,
A bee hat?
You know, it's
Like,
just the
I don't-
hat with the, screen.
or make
Closure.
a
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
it's
Kind of
out of
rocket
this
on the
world.
front of the
Yes, of
car.
course.
Oh, easy to make that into a rocket, yeah.
Yeah, just make it, or even just make the front into a rocket and then the back some kind of rocket
I
thing.
don't know if we can attach anything.
He
to
may
the
not be,
car.
he may not want
Yeah,
people
no,
touching his car.
no.
We do put the magnets on it, but
We have
that's-
Poppy too. You can
do have
attach to
Poppy.
Poppy.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Poppy could be the exhaust from the rocket.
Yeah,
Poppy's turbo.
There you go.
There you go.
that's
We're
All
done.
right, so we-
Done. We're good.
the whole, I can send all the ideas.
Since
to
we
Nick.
won't have a
The second-
meeting,
That's a good
Right.
idea. I'll just Google it.
Right, so parade starts at 10, so form up at 9 behind Arnold's,
9:30, yeah.
9:30
Yeah.
on Old
Should
Orchard.
be ready to go. at
so
10.
so I want to work with you to have, do you want, Jackie, do you want to drive or do you want to ask
We
Jimmy?
wouldn't all fit in Jackie's car.
Okay, so we can.
I don't think we'd all fit in Jimmy's
We
car
won't
either.
fit in
I don't
Jimmy's
think.
there's a very high likelihood that I will be on a different float, so
Right,
you
You'll be
could.
on a different float? Okay,
yeah.
I know what you're doing. So, okay, I'll tell Jamie and we'll try and dress up looking kind of weird and,
Yeah,
we have at least one convertible,
we
maybe
can do
two.
that, dress up and look kind of weird
Go down. All right,
for that.
Thanks.
okay, well,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, Bob, did you say?
No, so thanks.
All right. Town managers report is next.
I don't think I have anything. for
That's
you
okay.
guys Tonight. I'm very sorry. I've got.
I'm not, we're good. Hey, new upcoming agenda items and needed follow-up previous items. I have one question. I know that we sent the postcards out. I know we're doing things. I'll be there at the library Thursday from 6 to 8. How are the numbers on people signing up for RTE? I mean, I'm like,
Well, it's a Monday. I didn't get a chance to check in with Colleen today, but up through last week, it was pretty busy each day with new applications coming in. So I'm going to estimate that we're upwards of about 1,000 now.
and our,
Total estimate of about 2,500. So
right, and we were at, we think
8.
2,700 is
Yeah,
the
2,500.
2,500 of the residents, okay.
So I think in our planning, we were hoping to get experience in some smaller towns. And, I think this might be some of the challenges we're having. We're just a order of magnitude bigger than some of the other towns that have implemented it.
Yeah.
Was it Tisbury or West Tisbury was the most recent, and, they're if half, if maybe more than half our size. Wellfleet was the last to do it on the Cape, and they're half of the parcels we are. So just think it's the magnitude of just that much
Truro
more.
is very tiny.
Yeah, most of the people I've run into that hadn't applied yet thought there were income limits, and so they hadn't.
Mm-mm.
So, been trying to tell them, your friends, your neighbors, whatever.
It's really easy. I procrastinated, but it's very easy to fill out. Basically, you just redact the front sheet of your federal tax return. And then you just have to have your license,
Driver's license and
driver's
vehicle.
license and vehicle.
There's-
showing it.
I think we're ramping up. I think Colleen
It's
expects
kind
to
of like getting a
crush.
beach sticker. Very, very similar in the
It's
process.
easier than a real ID. That's what I tell
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
I think we're
You
expecting
don't
to
need your
crush
birth
the
certificate.
next couple weeks. It's, nothing's important until it's important type
Right.
of thing. Same
Yeah.
thing when I had, 1,000 tax clients, they
Yeah.
all came in a couple weeks before the deadline.
14.
right, and just to let people know or watching, I mean, I think people know where I stand on RTE, but the RTE, we have to establish, and we will on September 8th, whether we're going to have it. If we do have, it, we have to establish a tax rate. Tax rate is based,
Percentage, yeah.
it's going to
Percentage.
come through.
We vote on the percentage.
On the percentage, and the tax rate will be set based upon our vote on September 8th. So, and the tax bills have to go out on October 1. So you need, there's a deadline coming. Now, you can still apply until April of 2026. But that means we have, as a town, we have a certain amount of money that we have held aside to pay back for people who sign up later. So that if you sign up, if you're going to do it, sign up. I mean, I'm one who's not in favor of it, but I signed up because this is, it will financially put a little bit of constraint on Eastham if people don't sign up. It's not going to be a disaster or anything, potential constraint on us, so sign up.
And you'll pay the higher tax
You'll
rate.
pay, your tax bill will be the higher tax rate coming on October 1, and you'll have to pay it by November 1st or whatever the date is. So it behooves all of you who are residents to sign up. So even though I won't be voting for it, but you to sign up anyway. So that's what you should do. And then that's why we're pushing it. We'll be there. People are at the library Thursday nights at 6 o'clock, 6 to 8 to try and help you. The assessor's office is open. You show up. They are very helpful to try and help you do it. So
They've been
That's
having a
my-
bunch of workshops too.
right.
Library,
That's my spiel. I'm done on that. So that's why I raised it. Thank you, Rich, for telling us it's moving along. Anybody have anything else that they want to raise for new upcoming, et cetera, items? All right, the minutes. We have minutes from Monday, August 4th, regular session. Have you,
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of Monday, August 4th.
Second.
second, any further discussion? Any changes or anything? None? Do I hear a vote? All in favor? Aye, opposed? None? The minutes are approved. Any other business correspondence? Anything?
You all saw the letter that was sent to the Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities that we
Yes,
talked about.
That we signed, that we talked a couple of minutes ago that they changed, we gave suggestions that were accepted. Suzanne, you,
Reminder that you can't do reply all to people who email us. They will not get the response.
Yep.
So Amy, you did respond to somebody.
I know, I did a reply all, but then I sent that person a separate email.
Okay, all right, wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all.
yeah, it's one of
I
the,
realized as soon as I sent it, I went, oh,
Yeah, I almost,
yeah,
like,
no worries. Yeah, thank you.
it was my,
all right, well, thank you, Suzanne. All right, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Good, all right, any further discussion?
No.
How many no votes do I know? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, none? We are adjourned. Thank you all for coming.